Okay, so I was going to get to all of your questions earlier, but I was sick today, so and I was filming, so yay. So it is now 2:33 in the morning. Quiet as a mouse. My husband's asleep, and I'm doing them now. Okay, so Jeremy Shear asked what my favorite part about sex was. Interesting. I was a virgin when I was married, and so was he. That's not a secret. Most people who know me well know that, and most people who read my blog know that as well. And I would have to say that my favorite part about sex right now is actually having it. I know that might be kind of a cop-out answer, but the reality of the situation is that we were dating for 2.5 years before we actually got married, and we had barriers, so now there are no barriers in between us, and it's freeing and liberating, and it's wonderful. So, Punk Rock Cowboy asked me, do you like to garden? Not a big gardener, to be honest with you. Corey's grandmother was. Before she passed away, she built an absolute Eden in her backyard. It's big, it's beautiful, it's just full of flowers and just beautiful, beautiful plant life. But I'm not really a gardener. I like gardens, but don't really know how to do it. It's not really an interest that I have. Plus, I don't really have a piece of earth that I can garden in. So, Queen of You 188 asks, what is the square root of 63? Monkey. Or 7.9372539. But who cares? It's All Gravy is asking me, what is the best prank that I ever pulled? It's interesting. I'm not really a prank puller. I don't really like pranks that much. I am strange and have bizarre personality, and people sometimes, I think, take that as me trying to pull pranks on them, but I'm really not. I like to toy with people's emotions sometimes. The only thing that really comes to mind is that for my dad's 40th birthday, we had a surprise party for him, and it was my job to keep him preoccupied for hours. That in of itself was a prank. So it's about the only thing that comes to my mind right now. Lama Lima is asking, what is stopping you? Me. But hopefully not so much anymore. I hope that I'm going to do some stuff. I really want to. Mama Two Babies, if you could make a cure, what would it be for and why? Now you're going to have to prepare for some really, really bad sign language. So, cancer. Too many die. Looking inside me says, what was your most embarrassing moment? That moment is online. So for everybody who wants to answer that question, I'm going to give them a link in a comment, so go find that response and click on that link. He also wanted to know what my favorite pizza toppings are. I don't really like pizza, to be honest with you, but when I have it, and this is odd, I tend to reach for the pizza that has everything on it, although that's not really my preference. If I had a preference, it would probably be pineapple and ham, and I eat it with ranch dressing and with a fork and a knife like it's a steak. IMTSK asks, sup? According to SmartBot, not much. I'm sorry, CleverBot. 1000 to 1. What is the most annoying thing about the most significant person other than you in your life? Well, that would be Corey. And Corey probably has Asperger's, and that's difficult to deal with at times. There's actually, I wrote an article about it that made it to Autistable, I think it is. It's called Living with Someone with Asperger's. It's on here. You can read it if you want. They also asked me, please state in your opinion what is the least likable aspect of your relationship with God and why. Well, the least likable relationship with God, that is really freaking easy. That's me. because I'm at fault. I'm the one to blame. I'm the sinner, and I am the one who puts the chasm between us. So, Sleeper Express says, in your opinion, how can people use art to build a better tomorrow? Well, I think it depends on what we're talking about, because as you know, art is subjective. So I think depending on what we're talking about, it can be used in many ways or not much at all. I mean, art where people splatter paint onto a canvas, I'm not sure that you could draw much from that, or modern art per se. I mean, that art is beautiful, and it's beautiful to look at, and it's expressive, and it's raw, and it's a lot of emotion, but I'm not sure that it causes a lot of deep introspection the way that some art does. And I think different kinds of art can be encouraged to help you think deep thoughts and self-explore. Rushmore J asks me, if your husband granted you one wish for any sexual fantasy you wanted, what would it be? I knew that was coming from him. I'm going to answer this by saying that my husband does grant me sexual fantasies. So, I'm going to end this video, and then I'll get the second half of the questions later.